right, welcome back to Eyes Open Media. Hope you guys are doing well. This is the Iraqi Dinar Report, and I hope you guys are doing well, man. Like, subscribe, and share, and thank you guys for watching the videos. Um, okay, so it is January 19, 2019, and Donald Trump will be live at the White House addressing the nation today at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hopefully, this video will be out before 4 p.m. I'm going to try to get it out, try to edit it, and get it out as quick as possible before 4 p.m. Okay, so you guys can check this out and then check out Donald Trump, because right after that, I believe Benny will be going live as well. So Benny's gonna go live and he's gonna do his show. And if his shows is wrapped up around like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, I'll try to have that video out today as well. Okay. If not, then I'll put it out tomorrow morning. Okay, Sunday morning, early Sunday morning, maybe 8 a.m. Sunday morning, it will be out. Okay, so 8:30, 8 a.m. Sunday morning. If I don't put it out tonight, but I'm hopefully if Benny goes live after the speech, I should be able to have it up by 7 p.m. tonight, hopefully. Okay, but anyway, so let's get started with the Iraq report here. And so Donald Trump will be live at 4. He's going to talk about the borders. He might even do a. He might say, "Hey, look, Democrats, let's play ball. Look, I'll offer temporary asylum, or to illegal immigrants, or to the dreamers, or to whatever you want to call them. I'll maybe we'll do some temporary temporary protection for the for the dreamers, for the illegal immigrants, and for the border wall, right? And then the Democrats might come back and say, no, we want permanent protection and a pathway to citizenship for all dreamers or illegal immigrants. And then Donald Trump might have to say, okay, what I mean, let's get it in the middle, or maybe I'll just have to compromise and say with that and just go with that. Okay, and some of you guys that are listening to me follow me on Instagram, and back in, I think it was January 11th, I made a post about Donald Trump, and what type of deal he could be accepting, and it was going to be a deal where he accepts a deal on the illegal immigrants, or the dreamers, whatever you want to call them. It was going to be some type of deal dealing with them. Okay, the illegal immigrants, to protection for citizenship or something like that. So we'll see how it all plays out in the end, but there's going to be a deal that's going to come about at the last minute, because that's what America does. We wait to the last minute to do anything, and we know the 21st is coming up, where 800,000 people could be, unemployed or fired, or whatever the case may be. And many of you guys are calling them the deep state employees. So I don't know if we need them or not. I mean, it's going to help taxpayers, but at the same time, we don't want 800. Donald Trump doesn't want 800,000 people, even if they're part of the deep state. He doesn't want 800,000 people being laid off and doing nothing, and that hurts his numbers. He wants his numbers to look good, so that's why he's trying to get a deal here. Okay, he doesn't want his number. He wants America to be strong and his numbers to be good. He doesn't want 800,000 people being let go, because that could affect his elections, right, as well. All right. So let's move on from there. And this was interesting, but I'm gonna skip that one real quick, and we're gonna come back to that, and we're gonna do this one instead. Okay. So it says two people are responsible for disrupting the completion of the ministerial cabinet and paralyzing Parliament. Now, former Prime Minister Abadi told us there was 9 people who run Parliament of the Iraq, and everybody else is literally puppets and literally cannot are paralyzed. They can't do nothing inside. They can't do absolutely nothing. These people run everything, right? So, and then this guy, Mamouri, okay, and he's a deputy, okay, the leader of the bloc. The deputy Mamouri said on Saturday that 2 people bear the responsibility for, and when he says 2 people, I've been saying Maliki and Amiri the whole time, right? And you guys know that. You guys watch my videos and listen to my videos. I've been saying Amiri and Maliki the whole time. I don't know if that's true or not. I mean, we know Maliki is true, but Amiri, he's a powerful force. He runs a military, Iranian backed, basically military that really helped us, to defeat ISIS, and in Iraq, right? So it is what it is, right? So I've been saying it's them two, right? So, but anyways, it says there's two people, and they paralyze the parliament and everything like that. They keep things from happening. They keep things from being from progress to be happening when we can, And I told you guys before, they pass laws. They pass some laws that are good for Iraq, and then they never see the light of day. They just go and die, right? Those laws, and then those laws need to come back out and be. They say the law is old and needs to be reestablished. So they come out, they revote it on it, they reestablish it, and then it goes and dies again. And they never activate these laws that are supposed to be helpful for Iraq, and it's because of these people who control the parliament will never don't allow it. Okay. He says here that the reason for delays in providing names of security ministers in front of the people, and that's what I said. Once you go into parliament and make it live for everyone, for the world to see, who, what I mean, make it live for the world to see who's holding up these names, because I guarantee you, if you make it live and you tell the citizens in the world to watch, I guarantee these people are going to be on their best behavior. Okay. um that's what you should do. uh and some of you guys are thinking, man, I guarantee it, within a week or two, that's exactly what Abdul Mahdi is going to be doing. Because when currency speaks, for some reason these people within 2 weeks do exactly what he says. So that's what I would do. Okay, I would go into Parliament and I would have the votes in, but I would make it live. I would make and I would announce it. I would announce it to. I would announce how all these pop-up ads keep coming up because it's a new computer, and so I don't know how to. I don't know how to. Maybe I need to turn off notifications or something. I get all these stupid pop-up ads during my videos now. Okay, so I would announce it on television, on all Iraqi television, that we're going to make the voting in Parliament live to not just Iraq, but to the Middle East and to the world. Okay, and I would give the information on that, and then I would set the date for that, and everybody better show up. Okay, or there's consequences. Okay, strict consequences. Everybody must show up on this day. You better be on time, and we're going to vote the last cabinet members in, and it's going to be live for the world to see. Why can't Abdi? Why I keep saying Abdi? Why can't Abdul Mahdi do that? Why can't he just do that, right? And so, if anybody's listening and you're gonna send it back to him, that's what I need. We need him to do, okay? Because those people are gonna be on their best behavior because they don't want to look like they are the ones that are holding things up publicly, right? So they're always Maliki always says the right things when the camera is on, but then after the cameras go off, he is one demonic person. I don't know if say he might be the. I mean, my God, he acts antichrist, right? I was about to say he might be the antichrist, but he's not the antichrist, but he acts antichrist, right? He's a demon. He needs somebody. And I don't even think prayer will work on this guy. I think he's done. Like some people, you just got to go. They're done. Okay, there's no repentance in them. They don't care. They're in too deep. Remember that movie In Too Deep? I think LL Cool J was in that movie or something. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But that's where Maliki is. He's in too deep of corruption and theft that he can't come out now. It's too late, and so it's unfortunate. Okay, so I'm not sure if the guy gives the names of these two people, but he keeps talking about the work of the House Representative was paralyzed, and the meetings are held late because of talk about the candidates of the ministers and what are the names and whether the agenda exists or not. Okay. Does he give the names of these two people though? And some of you guys think I read all this stuff before I come on. I actually don't. I'm reading it now. Okay, like so I don't. So that's the thing. I do everything like right now. Like I don't do all the stuff beforehand. Okay, so I'm looking for the names and I can't find the names. The major dispute between the Coalition of Reform and Reconstruction on the one hand, and construction on the other hand, and the possibility of replacing the candidate of the Minister of Interior Fahad, a candidate compromise, okay, which delayed everything. Okay, but he doesn't give the name of the two people he believes are messing things up, which is weird. Okay, hmm, interesting. Um, Agreed names and okay, so nope, he doesn't give the name. I don't see any. I don't see the names on here. I don't see the two names. I'm going to guess it's the two names I've been talking about this whole time, and I'm gonna guess it's Maliki and Ameri. Okay, because those are the two people that are fighting desperately, like their lives are on the line. These are rich. Now remember, Maliki is super rich. It's all stolen money, but he's super rich. Okay, Ameri super rich now, right? He's a leader of an Iranian force, Iranian backed force. Like these guys, why are they fighting for Fahad? Like you're super rich, go live your life and chill, But they understand that if the technocrats get in there and there's a break in that's in the government system, and they remove that program rate, then the international world is coming for them. They're coming for them. You know what I mean? And so their only hideout would be Iran. So that's why they would probably run to Iran. Okay? That's why we call them Iranian puppets, because when anything comes and judgment comes upon them, they're going to be running to Iran. That's why they're Iranian puppets. All right. So moving on from there, let's go here and let's see here. This is special. This is the Fatah Alliance. Okay, this is not Fahad. Okay, which is the guy trying to go up for interior minister. This is the Fatah Alliance. Okay, and so Fatah Alliance calls on the government of Abdul Mahdi to cancel the security agreement with America. Okay, man, this is deja vu all over again, guys and girls. Because last night, I mean, not last night. Was it last night? Yeah, last night. Benny, and also this morning, Benny said that God just talked to me, and God just says, you're about to see the removal of Americans' hands off of Iraq and the Middle East and Iran, right? So, and then today we see this article. Okay, the alliance of Fatah is calling the Iraqi government to cancel the security agreement with the United States. This will remove the hand of America off of Iraq and remove the Iraqi, move the military of the United States out of Iraq. Okay. Now, a lot of the people in Iraq do not want the United States to leave because they remember the horror of what happened last time. But this time they have a better. This time they have a better security. They the army is a lot more equipped and trained, and they also have the elite Kurdistan fighters there as well. So now, can they stop an invasion? No, they can't. But they at least they're good enough to function as a country. Okay, so if they want us to leave, and that is the prophetic word that America's hands will be removed off the Middle East, and this agreement right here, and this that's coming is about to happen because they said that this was going to be the year of sovereignty in Iraq. So we understand that America's hands will be removed off of Iraq and Iran here very soon. Okay, so they want this agreement and they want the foreign troops out of Iraq. Okay, so hopefully this time is different. Hopefully this time, you know what I mean. Like last time we did it before the rate change. Hopefully this time we wait for the rate to change first, and then Iraq completes their mission, and then we bounce. Okay, hopefully that's what happens this time. So it is the duty of the Iraqi government to cancel the security agreement, which was held with the United States of America, and America is making moves other than what came in the security agreement. Yeah, because the reason why is because America, does whatever America wants to do. You didn't know that? Like, of course, America's doing things that are that are not outside of the agreement because we're America. What number one person, or didn't Michael Jordan do things differently than everybody else in basketball because he was Michael Jordan, right? Doesn't LeBron do things differently than the rest of the NBA because he's LeBron James, right? So of course, if you're the number one person, you get to do different things. You get to go beyond the rules and regulations, and so that's just common. So yeah, America have done things that maybe we weren't supposed to do, or maybe we think we're just better than the rules, and we've done it, and you just have to live with it. Because what you gonna do, and that's the whole thing. It's like, what you gonna do about it? You know what I mean? You gonna sit there and take it, okay? And so that's what happens. So unfortunately, that is what happens. But if Iraq had just done what they were supposed to do, then they wouldn't even have a problem. If you had passed your laws, how about like if you passed your activated your important laws and restructured and restored your currency and gave your citizens the purchasing power and the oil revenues and the herbal agreement, maybe you wouldn't have to even worry about America, But because you haven't done that and you stayed corrupt, America has to babysit you. Okay. And so we're hoping this babysitting is about to be over. But if I'm Donald Trump, I'm not leaving until you complete the mission. Okay. Restore your currency, restore the people's wealth, and distribute the wealth to the citizens. Then we'll leave. Okay. And so that's what I would tell them. If you want us to go, do what you're supposed to do and finish the job. Okay. And so the IMF is going to try to force them to do it because now the IMF is saying, go the nations go ahead and use cryptocurrencies and kill the fiat currencies. And so what is Iraq on? Iraq's not in fiat. Iraq's not, Iraq only had. I mean, Iraq's not in cryptos. They're in fiat, right? And they're way behind. Like Benny was talking about, like I've been talking about for years. Iraq is way behind. Iraq is way behind. They don't even have small notes and coins. They're way behind. And it's because they are corrupt. So now the world needs to force them to speed up. They need to issue the small notes. They need to issue the coins, and then they need to start going digital, okay, as well. All right. And they're like the last country to even bring out. They don't even have small. Think about this. Iraq doesn't even have coins and small notes. I mean, we can think about it. I mean, there's like how many? I don't know how many countries are in the world. I don't know. There's a lot. Iraq doesn't have coins and small notes. Think about that. We're in 2019, and they haven't issued small notes and coins. I mean, that's ridiculous. We're about to go into here's cryptocurrencies. We're about to go into the digital age, and they haven't even released their small notes and coins yet. They are so behind. They're 10 years behind, and it's all because of Maliki and Obama. Okay, Obama removing the troops and then allowing ISIS to come into and flood into that country with Maliki has delayed this country for 9 years. They were supposed to have this thing done in 2011, and here we are in 2019, and they're still without the small notes and coins, and they refuse to bring it out because of the corruption, the few corrupt people in Parliament that are holding this whole entire nation up. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous that and I'm gonna call out Donald Trump as well. I'm gonna call out Donald Trump. I'm gonna call out the Congress of America for allowing this to happen as well, and for this to take this long. Because Donald Trump's in year 2 now, okay, and he could have nailed it in the butt in the first 90 days. Okay, but so he's been too kind to them as well. He's act, almost like Obama. Okay, kind of too kind. Okay, we're not gonna step over your toes. Get it done when you can get it done. It's like, well, wait a minute. We're about to be in 2020, ladies and gentlemen, and they haven't even issued small notes and coins yet. You best to get moving. Okay, so yeah, so Congress. It's Congress's U.S. Congress fault. It's Donald Trump's been 2 years now. Donald Trump, you're at fault now. It's been 2 years. You should have got it done within the first 90 days. The people are struggling out there, okay? And then and maybe the first 6 months at least. You would have thought the first 6 months, right? And many of you guys probably thought, yeah, Donald Trump's coming in the first 6 months. Here we go. You know what I mean? And we're here in 2 years. It's 2 years now, right? So enough is enough. It's got to be done now. It's got to be done now, and China's at fault. They allowed it as well. Japan allowed it and kept giving them money. IMF, BIS, Australia, okay, France and Germany and Denmark continue to give them money. Italy continue to give them money. All these UK continuing to give them money, knowing that they need to bring out the small notes and coins and get back on the international stage. They kept funding these corrupt people. Okay, so while we sat here on YouTube screaming at these people to get it together, these countries and these entities and these politicians continue to fund the corruption. So we're not at fault because we've been screaming at the top of our lungs for years for them to complete this thing, right? So we're not at fault. Okay. Um, Anyways, moving on from there, and let's go here and let's wrap it up. It says Parliament finishes reading two laws and host a citizen of Mosul. Okay, they got a Mosul citizen that came up there to talk and answer questions and things like that. Okay. And I guess he talked about some of the things here. Let me see. It says it says a speech to the council dealing with the poor living conditions in the city of Mosul and speeding up the elimination of the unemployment, indicating that exposure of the carpentry shop owned by him to looting by elements of the organization calling the terrorists. Okay. So you're talking about the situation in Mosul and what's going on in Mosul and how, it's still poverty. There's poverty, they got to create the jobs and things like that. So he comes to talk to all these rich people that are all corrupt. I mean, not all of them corrupt because the technocrats are in there as well now, right? So we're looking to have the cabinet all technocrats. So that we do have the technocrats in there. A lot of the corrupt people are out of the Iraqi parliament now. They don't have a lot of them don't have positions in there right now, or no position in the cabinet either. So yeah, so he's coming to talk to these people and that are rich and they asking for help. You know what I mean? Like, why y'all just sitting up here doing meetings? Like, help us, man. Look at your country. Are y'all proud of this? And that's the thing. It's like when you go back to the parliament and you ask these people, are you proud of how Iraq looks? They'll tell you that we're making progress, but things are in the way and blah blah. It's like you don't love your country. You don't love your country. The point blank. If you allow your country to look like this, and you've been inside of parliament for 20 years, 10 years, you've been in parliament for 8 years inside of parliament, and your country looks like this, you don't love your country. Point blank. You got people dying every day, eating dirt. All like you don't love your country, and you don't love your citizens as well. So at some point, that just needs to be known. They don't love their country, and that's it. Okay, and we're hoping that these new technocrats that come in, they love their country. They love their country, and once we see that break in the cabinet, that break in the system in the cabinet, we'll see the true Iraq that the parliament that loves their country will blossom. All right, so I think that is it. Did I miss anything? Parliamentary finance allocated 10 trillion dinars for loans in the budget. Okay, I think that is it. Was there anything else? Delegations of Kurdistan region to visit Baghdad to meet Abdul Mahdi to normalize the situation in Kirkuk. Yeah, because they have to activate Article 140, so they need the resolution on that. Now, the Supreme Court did overturn everything a body said or did on Kirkuk, so I think we should be fine on that for Article 140 because it was overturned by the Supreme Judicial System. Wisdom is attached to the possibility of the reference intervention to solve the dispute over the cabinet. Okay, and that's I talked about this on Currency 365. Sistani looking like he's going to intervene. I mean, yes, Sistani, the religious authority, looks like he might intervene to get the cabinets completed. All right, talk to you guys later. Donald Trump's coming up next, and then Benny will be live and. I think I'm not sure if Pastor McCrary or McCoy will be on with him, and hopefully I'll be able to post that video today for you guys. If not, it'll be out tomorrow morning. Peace out. God bless. Eyes open. Bye.